nerves down to the more. Living life for the next drop. Nerves down to the more. Living life for the next drop.
Hello everyone indeed, and welcome to the Vreecase Cup here. This is the very first edition of the Vreecase Cup. This is not the pistol round, this is still the warm-up going on here. The name's Sir Danny, and I will be casting this game today, Volgare, the Hungarian squad against Spirit Academy. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this game turns out to be. The players, yeah, they're in the server, just couple more things have to be done here and there, and yeah, we should be good to go. So this is very much the very first edition here of the Vreecase Cup. So yes, so it's gonna be interesting to see how these teams perform here. We've got a decent amount of good teams here. I mean, Volgare probably could be regarded as the best Hungarian team, even though a long time ago it definitely was. But I mean, the Hungarian Counter-Strike scene, we just got to see some of those individuals like Color. He has been playing abroad for some odd reason, so it's going to be just interesting to see how this game turns out to be. So the knife round should be coming in. I think there should be a knife round actually. After all, yep, the knife round will commence here on the very first map here, Inferno, Spirit Academy versus Volgare. This is actually the pick of Spirit Academy, so it's going to be interesting to see how the matchup here goes on here. Volgare, they've got themselves a new addition here in the form of Colors, so it's going to be interesting to see how this team will perform at Spirit Academy. In some sense, you could even say that the Spirit Academy squad has been performing on a similar, maybe even a better level than in comparison the Spirit, the actual Spirit team. Oh, Finvicious barcode is quite low in health, but one click, there we go, that is just the case. And alright, let's see how this goes. Spirit Academy, they win the NAF round, and possibly want to stick. Oh, yeah, they probably want to stick on that CT side. Makes more sense, it being the favorite side here on Inferno. Both teams ready up, and we will be good to go here. Alright, looks like we are good to go here. So obviously, a thank you to our sponsors, CS Esport and CS Money, the biggest sponsors of this event here, an online event. But still, thank you very much for sponsoring. And of course, let's get this pistol round rolling. Volgare investing in obviously it's a hefty amount of armors, but Flash is actually affording himself a smoke. But look at his push towards Banana. Fleeve is going to be getting the very first kill here, but Bass is trying to get through some damage. Picks up one and a second one, the third one for Bass. Almost the fourth one, but finally Fleeve able to recover time and time again now. At this point, if you are taking a look at the Hungarian side, surely you have pretty much lost that battle in Banana, but you still got the bomb on your shoulders, which is obviously a good thing. But look at Finn Vicious positioning. That is definitely a very great position from him. Spots of the bomb carrier, and now this is not looking too good here for the Volgare side, but at least the bomb plant will commence. So that is one of the fewer saving graces here for the Hungarian side. But surely they got themselves some decent position. Nice flash coming in there, fully with two. And now all up to Rome. He's got a defuse kit, which is nice. But, I mean, come on, buddy. You have to hurry up. A player in pit, a player in apps. This is not easy for Rome. I think he's gonna get taken down, surely. This is not the easiest of tasks. Has to go for the push, but there's simply no time left. Fleeve still tries to do something about it, but Romy, yeah, it's about time. Flash is gonna come in here, get the kill, and that is a round, ladies and gentlemen. A round for Volgare. So it was actually very interesting. It was actually very interesting to see how that duel towards Banana turned out to be. Surely we saw the individual prowess from Bass. You know, he was actually able to get 3 kills towards Banana, but hey, Volgare able to pull it through in the end. So great job by them. And actually, Spirit Academy can be going for the force buy here. Surely it can definitely work out in their favor, but you still gotta be careful. Yep, that's why you've gotta be careful, Volgare. I mean, Flash down to 41 points of health. I think that might have been a ding from the CZ, in fact, from that far range. And that's always the possibility with a gun like that. And alright, this is actually still going pretty slowly. I mean, you gotta admit, if you're Volgare, you definitely don't wanna pushing when you don't have to. Nickelback, great flash from his teammate, gonna be lining up at least one, but Barcode replies with a kill of his own. Nickelback quite low in HP. Fleeve, that's gonna be an easy kill for him, but does he wanna continue on pushing? That is the question, because you take a look at the rest of the Volgare side, you have Color towards middle, and he's got the bomb. And Finn Vicious in a position to do some damage, hides towards apps, but I'm pretty sure, okay, he picks up one. That is all he's gonna get, all up to Bass in the 1 versus 3, and well, nothing much he can do at this point. Alrighty then, maybe he can do something about it. The nice 1D coming in, might as well save that AK-47. That wouldn't be that bad of an ordeal, all things considering. So saving the AK, I think, is a, actually a pretty reasonable thing here for Boss. If he is able to save that AK-47, still, he might be able to do some damage in the upcoming round. But I mean, force buy or not, most great scenarios, you still want to try. Ooh, okay then, Boss, he's gonna be picking up 1 kill. He's gonna be picking up at least 1 kill, and that is gonna be about it. Volgare with 2. But definitely, some economical damage has been dealt here for the terrorist side economy. So they have to be pretty careful about their approach in the upcoming rounds, surely. But nonetheless, Spirit Academy, they're actually gonna try to buy back. They're gonna try to buy back into this one. Okay then. Alrighty then, Spirit Academy, show me what you got. You've got that AK-47 on Boss. was able to save it from the previous round, and back on those pistols. The UMP also coming out for Nickelback, but I mean, at this point, Color rushing in alone. That's gonna be an easy kill here for Boss. And actually, that is not a bad start here for the Russian side. Romy peeks up 1 kill, doesn't get the second one, but Vicious was in a position to do some damage. Now he's pulling up kills. Now he's gonna be getting some kills, maybe a third one to his name, because Flash is all alone from the Volgare side. And actually, he might just do something about it, not necessarily. Nickelback ends it all up, and Spirit.acd, take a look at the CT side. 4 AKs have been recovered, 4 AK-47s have been recovered by the CT side. So all in all, that was a risky investment. Yeah, that was definitely a risky investment from the CT side, but you know, it works out, and if it works out, that is always a very good thing for the CT side. Volgare, though, looks like they're gonna try to go for an investment of their own. Let's see how that turns out to be, but definitely not easy as Nickelback, he's gonna be getting the very first kill here, and oh, and Vicious almost landing the wallbang. Flash, 18 points of health. Definitely the most amount of health you could be having on that T side. So I'm guessing if you are, for instance, Volgare, you having a man disadvantage in this T side, you have to come up with something, possibly frags. You probably want to try to get those frags. It's not going to be easy though. Got 2 AK-47s, which is nice. That'd be one of them on Color, the other one on Gabeson himself. But one way or the other, they somehow have to push on either of the sides, the A side or the B side, and it seems to be that they do want to try to make their way towards the A bomb site. They still have some utility left in the form of Color's 1 smoke, but he has to time that one carefully. Fleeve, he gets taken down. Gabeson with a kill though, so maybe he's not as bad as one might think, but Spirit.acd, they got themselves some nice positions towards the A bomb site, but flank, well, they tried to go for something like that, Volgare, but they are now gonna get completely shut down here by the Spirit.acd, and now it's gonna be 2-2 in fact. Pretty good scoreline here for Spirit.acd, not so much for Volgare. They have to go for Nico with this sort of scenario. Losing 2 rounds in a row, definitely not gonna be boosting the economy anytime soon. Nico here, and a possible buy on the 6th round. That's what I'm guessing from the Hungarian side. Actually, Luke is going to be running up with those nades in hands as well as an MP9. Gonna try to get some easy money, and I think, oh, okay then. Maybe not so easy as one might think. Flash with a kill, but still, I mean, Barcode and Gabeson can't really expect much from the Hungarian players at this point. Gabeson does retrieve the MP9, which is nice and all, but definitely not going to be expecting too much from the T side. If they can still somehow get a bomb plant, you know, that'd be nice. That would be a pretty good boost towards the economy. But take a look at Romy. Look at his position. Easy 2 kills for him with the M4. And make it Spirit.acd in the lead. Very first time we're seeing them in the lead, in fact. So with 3-2 being the scoreline, this is still very early stages of this game. So it's interesting to see which team will prove their dominance on the CT side. Could be Spirit.acd, but I mean, at one point when I was actually spectating their game at Train, and it was a bit dissatisfying to see them actually pick up 9, or was it actually even 10 rounds on the CT side of Train, and then fumbling completely on the T side. So it seemed to be a team still focusing heavily on that CT side, especially the game on Nuke, where they had the lead. I think at one point it was 13-2 or 12-3, and well, they almost blew that game and allowing their opposition to actually get to overtime. But anyhow, Luke starts things strong here for the Spirit.acd side, and take a look at Vicious. This position is way too strong, and way too strong it is, as he's gonna be picking up 3 kills. Flash now, again, last man standing, and that is an easy kill for Boss. Alright, taking a look at the buy from the Volgare side. Oh, they got themselves some nades. Nade stack towards Banana. Let's see who's gonna get dealt the most damage. And actually, the CTs. Take a look at Nickelback and Vast. They're so low in HP, but it's just a bit dissatisfying that the pistols, they tried to run up as close as possible. They still weren't able to do much. Fleeve now. He's alone. His teammates, they have perished. And now he's gonna try to do whatever he can, but yeah, he's gonna get taken down in the end. So yeah, Spirit.acd, this is actually still 5 rounds in a row here for the CT side. And actually, it is about time we should be seeing the T side with a proper buy. And a proper buy it is. You take a look, an op comes out here for color. Might be the difference maker, who knows, because that sniper rifle on the T side, if you're able to get those quick entry frags, or not necessarily quick, but entry frags in general on the T side, that is definitely a very good thing to be having. Back, oh no, Gabeson! What are you doing, Gabeson? Rushing alone there. He needs some backup from the Volgare side. And actually, even though his effort, he pushed up towards Banana all by his lonesome, tagging down Bass to 22 points of health, but there was no refrag. There was no teammate of his, so his effort pretty much gonna go in vain at this point. So again, Volgare in a scenario where they have lost one of their own. And what are they gonna do? It's still a good thing that they have that sniper rifle in hands. You know, with that sniper rifle, with that AWP color, if he's able to get an entry frag, you know, from his side, they might as well try to go for the 4-man stack on one side of the map and just push. See how that turns out to be, because now, I mean, they're in a pretty horrible predicament. You can definitely use a frag, and, well, still quite hard to say. On the T side, want to make their way. Fleeve, he's in a very nice position though. Color, this allows Color to press up forward towards that B bomb side. He's not seeing anything as of yet, but oh no, Nickelback with the frag. Fleeve tried to go for the refrag. Nickelback way too quick on the trigger, getting a second one at that. And actually his 4th in the round, so this is a possibility for Nickelback to get his ace, and he deserves it, and he gets it in the end. Nickelback with the ace, and Spirit.acd pretty much a flawless round there. It wasn't really anything fancy, it was just Volgare trying to push on that B-bomb side, and what a disjointed push it turned out to be. A very disjointed one, if you ask me. I mean, at the very start we saw Gabeson pushing up alone, then the rest of the Volgare squad just decided to push one by one towards that B-bomb side, where that was just easy frags for Nickelback. Easy frags for him, and okay, alrighty then, Color. 1D comes in, but he gets naded to oblivion, so at least they got themselves the entry frag here, Volgare. Putting themselves in a somewhat equal situation, 4 versus 4. And you know, on a map like on a map like Inferno, where there's a decent amount of close quarters engagements, you know, those pistols, they can definitely do something this round. It's just, I would say, a matter of the Volgare side just trying to get some quick frags if possible. Top comes in. Barcode not gonna be going for the peak as of yet. He could definitely use a teammate close by, and he's got some backup towards the A-apps as well as middle, so Romy spots out some movement towards mid. He's actually gonna back away. Van Vicious with 2, in fact. A lineup comes in, and a 3rd one for Van Vicious. Gabeson, I don't think he'll be able to do much this round. Deagle coming in. Van Vicious gonna be ending it with a free K. Oh, actually, Nickelback comes out. Okay, Nickelback's gonna be getting that frag in the end. Still, my point being, Spirit.acd showing up here on the CT side, you gotta admit. I mean, showing up quite a bit. 7 rounds in a row on the CT side showing up. Definitely doing something that Volgare isn't. And I think it's a bit of a confidence thing. Spirit.acd seems to be playing a tad bit more confident, and Volgare, look at how, okay, now they're gonna try to take some second mid control, but beforehand, I mean, this deep smoking Banana doesn't allow them to get a lot of information at the very start of this round. So at this point, Volgare, they're playing by the rules of Spirit.acd. Spirit Academy gonna be throwing a smoke. There's nothing much CTs can do about it. Luke, though, again, a frag in favor of Spirit Academy. They've got that off on Color, but he hasn't been very successful with it, you've got to admit. So maybe this round might be the difference maker. It might just be Vicious with a frag, but still, there's players pushing towards the A bomb site. And Color, my man, you are the last man standing in the 1 versus 3. Beforehand, you might get 1 frag onto Bass, which is nice, and actually, he might as well just about make his way towards the B bomb site already then. Color this puts him in a somewhat decent position, in fact. Nickelback and Vicious, they have to go for the retake at this point. In Color, he might just get another frag onto Nickelback here. Nickelback, wow, jumping while it's flashed. Still, Color not gonna land the shot, but now they know. Oh, they know the positioning of Color. He might as well stick it, Nickelback. He might as well just stick it because his teammate is watching his back. It's gonna mean that Spirit Academy now with 8 rounds here on the CT side of Inferno. Volgare simply not finding an answer to all this, shall I say, team play from Spirit Academy. But it's not just team play, it's just the players, the individuals from this CT side are hitting shots, and definitely that's a thing you have to be careful about countering. And Volgare, you take a look at this Hungarian unit, and probably some of the better Hungarian players are in this team, but just not finding what might make their 5-man squad tick. Or at least they can definitely use some more time, and they might just need that tad bit more time for the Volgare squad to glue together a bit. And take a look at this early banana control. For the past 30 or 40 so seconds, it has been in control of the CT side, but Bass, if only he would have sprayed there a bit, he would have gotten, or at least dealt some damage there on the Volgare side. But he still has no idea that four players from the Hungarian team are gonna try to make their way onto this very same B-bomb set. So Molotov comes in, smoke as well. They're gonna try to push, but they have to be careful about the flower pot position. Bass with a kill. Color, though, goes for the 180, and that is successful and getting the frag. So now at least a bomb plant is certain, and putting themselves in a somewhat decent post plant position. Color, if he gets this frag on Vicious, well, it's actually gonna be pretty good here for. Oh no, the timing, it is not right. It is not in favor of Volgare. Color gonna get taken down. Gabeson and Barcode, they're still standing. Molotov deployed towards CD, but as they realize their positions, they're not gonna be able to do much. Or will they? Barcode with 1. Vicious knows their positioning, but the time is ticking, and it's ticking way too long, and Volgare might as well just pull this one off here. Vicious still might kill Gabeson, but I don't think he himself will survive. Oh, he does with 17 points of health, but who cares if Vicious survives? Volgare finally on the scoreboard, back at it again with a round in their favor. Make that now 3 rounds in the favor of the T side, but surely, even though they finally end up picking up those 3 rounds, you take a look at their buy, it's definitely not looking as good as some of the previous buys had been earlier when they were on the losing streak. And of course, if they do end up losing this round, well, it's back on eco territory, maybe even double eco. In fact, Color, though, he's gonna get legged there by Luke, and the Molotov is gonna finish him off. Alrighty then. Alrighty then, Color. Should have been a tad bit more careful, but right now, if you're the Volgare squad, you're again in the sort of scenario where you're in a disadvantage, you have to try and go for some sort of play. Flay is gonna try to go for such play, but I think the problem is he could definitely use some backup from his teammates, and there we go, backup does arrive, but Vicious doesn't matter, he's still gonna be getting those frags, and again Vicious coming out strong here for the CT side, prevailing yet again the CTs, and I think it is about time. It is definitely about time we get to see the T side actually get themselves some sort of, pause going. They have to start thinking what's not working out for us, and mainly they have been a lot of things. You could definitely go take a look at the fragging department. There really hasn't been that individual from the Volgare side to step up to get those initial entry frags. Surely, when they try to go as a 4 or 5 man unit towards Banana, that kind of worked out. But I mean, it seems to be the case that the A side is simply unimpenetrable. As simple as that. I mean, as many times as they might have gone towards the A side, they just haven't been able, they haven't been successful at putting down the bomb in those gun rounds. Surely in the very first pistol round it worked out. But beforehand, I mean, really, looks like Volgare just simply haven't found the thing that might click on their T side offense. And Spirit.acd, well, they're doing out very good in the money department. So, them to think about ecos is definitely not the time. Volgare though, oh, it's a force buy here from the Hungarian side. Gabison spotting out. But still, no frag as of yet. Fleeve again getting legged. That is not a good start here for the T side, but look at this. They might actually try to go for the wraparound. The wraparound it is, but Luke is aware of it, and he's gonna be getting free fags, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. Because it is, again, Fenvicious and Luke. The two A-side defenders, the two giants, titans of that A-bomb site have not allowed the T-side to have an easy passage on them putting down the bomb. So 10-3 being the scoreline, and Volgare seem to be lost. They're definitely not doing so well, you've got to admit. All things considering, they're still being the T side. We might see a better CT side. That's what I'm hoping for, because right now Volgare, it is not looking too good for them. And Vicious, pretty much deploying that Molotov every single round, really. Ooh, Fleeve with the P250. Okay, he's gonna be getting a frag onto Nickelback. Might not recover the AWP, in fact, but Color. Alrighty then, Romy extends. Color capitalizes off it. So this is actually looking quite good here. For instance, the Volgare side, this being an eco and all, so this is definitely looking quite decent here for the Hungarian team. Wasn't there an AWP sniper rifle towards Banana? I'm not quite sure why are they not picking it up. Either way, boss might just get one, and that is just the case. Rightfully, get that bomb down. Your team needs as much money as possible in the coming round, at least, because it is going to be the very last round of this first half. Fleeve gonna try to go for the engagement onto Luke, but Luke is way too quick. Not only that, he had the armor advantage. So 11-3 is the scoreline. Volgare, because of that bomb plant, will at least have that tad bit more money coming into the 15th round, the very last round of the first half. So they got that one. They've got themselves that one saving grace, but I don't know. If they make it to at least 11-4, that might be somewhat okay. I think that's safe to say. That might be decent at best. So at this point, what I'm hoping, 11-4 scoreline, Volgare pick up the pistol round, still have somewhat of a fighting chance, if you will. But if not, well, might as well be GG here on the very first map, Inferno. They pick up Spirit.acd, so they seem to be quite happy about their Inferno CT side. And how couldn't you? 11 rounds here. Nice flash. Actually, that's a flash from Bass. He blinded himself and his teammates, so that is a bit dissatisfying for Spirit.acd. And also, it's a bit sad that Volgare weren't able to capitalize off that flash as quickly as you might have hoped for. So again, looks like Volgare is going back to basics. They are stacking up towards that one part of the map, but actually looks like it's going to be a bit of a fake, and it might work out in their favor. You take a look at Luke. Luke, flash ineffective, but Luke doesn't land a shot, so this is an opening actually. This is a pretty decent opening here for Volgare, because now they've got mid control, they've got mid presence, and of course, having mid control gives you that tad bit more options. And surely, what is the best approach? Well, it looks like you might as well try to regroup towards Banana. Try to hit the beat bombs like this time around. You've got 5 players. This might actually work out. Smoke coming in, Flash as well. Color with the up, not seeing anyone as of yet. Boss now, he's alone, but he's gonna be taken down too, so that's somewhat decent. But Romy, he's way too quick here. Picks up one and a second one. A wallbang coming in there, and Color, my friend, that is about it. Not enough time, and not enough time to get all 3 frags. 12-3 is the scoreline. It is a bit of a dissatisfying end here for the Volgare side. At least in this very first half here on the CD side, it definitely wasn't as good as one might have hoped it to be. But if you're Volgare, you have to march on, continue on, and yep, it's just the way it has to be. So for those who are tuning in, welcome to the Vreecase Cup, the very first edition of the Vreecase Cup, sponsored by CS Esport and CS Money. So we've got ourselves a decent amount of prize pool here, a prize pool of $2,000. So definitely a pretty decent league, you've got to admit. You've got teams like Quantum Ballater Fire, some other teams among that list like I think you might have actually have Spirit themselves. Oh, and no Spirit, but you've got Nemiga, you've got X Spartak, some decent teams. Definitely not the worst. Speaking about the worst, let's hope for the best here for Volgare. That dink is not gonna make matters any easier for Gabeson, because now the push comes in. Color trying to land as many shots as possible, lands 1 headshot, which isn't that bad, but Flash from Banana, Flash and Flea Throws. This is actually looking quite good here for Volgare. Bass now, he's alone in the 1 versus 2, and with the bomb being dropped, he still has to recovered it. Expects a push. It's actually rather smart here from Boss as well as from Volgare. Them having the fuse kit means that they don't really have to push on as quickly as one might think, but Boss, this is, don't tell me he's actually gonna try to go for this one. Wow, this is genius, in fact, but he has to be careful, of course. Flash and Barcode, I think they themselves will realize it, that he might have actually slipped through them and actually made their way, his way, towards the A bomb site. So when the bomb is going to get planted, and then they will realize it. And of course Barcode, he still has no idea. This still very much be a B side hit, but now with the bomb being planted, making sure there's no one on B, now he can go towards A and help out his buddy Flash. Bass now has to be very, very careful himself. Here's footsteps towards middle. Shouldn't be a hard kill, and there we go. Boss now spots out, wow, spots out Flash as well. Flash doesn't have armor, but he does have a smoke in the diffuse skin. That actually might be the difference maker. He has to find the bomb at first, and he actually might as well stick it, but Bass, what a headshot coming in there from Boss. 13-3. And what a turnaround here turns out to be here for the Volgare side. In a position where they could have won the piss round, ending up losing it in a 1 versus 2 scenario. That is a bit dissatisfying, you've got to admit, in the very end. So Volgare, it was pretty much this force buy or nothing. I mean, they have invested everything, and I mean everything. Surely a couple of decoys could have also been purchased, but I mean, this is a do or die situation here for the CT side. They start making a comeback right here. Nice flash there for one of his teammates. Nickelback takes down Color. This is only Mac 10 in the end, so definitely not that bad of a trade. They've still got some of their players still standing here. You've got mid Volgare still gonna try to defend this A bomb set, but they're gonna crumble by the looks of it. Rami with an important kill, and I really don't think Barcode will be able to accomplish much. It's a good thing that Flash has got a defuse kit, so they might as well try to go for this one. Take a look at Luke and Romy. They don't really have the most amount of HP, but I mean, come on. You're gonna need to land some sick frags on the Volgare side. Fleeve and Barcode. They've got themselves a decent amount of HP, but it doesn't look like they themselves want to try to go for this one. They might as well try to go for some exit frags. Reasonable choice, if they take down Vicious and Boss, that'd be 2 AK-47 saved, but oh, this is actually also reasonably smart from the Spirit.acd. Surely they could have just made a bunch of noise while it's recovering from CD spawn, and Fleeve is gonna check out towards the A bomb site. He sees, oh, there's someone there. He has no idea that there were players that actually just sneaked right past him. Great stuff from Spirit.acd. Some very smart plays coming in there. So 14-3, a scoreline that is devastating, and I mean devastating here for the CT side. It is not looking good. It would be nice to get themselves, you know, 16, but it's not gonna be easy. I'd say Barco though starts things reasonably strong, and look at this. They are so low in HP. The MAC-10 gonna prevail actually, and Nickelback and Boss so low in HP that Volgare, they've got themselves a pretty decent chance in this one. They are very, very low in HP. Not only that, 3 remaining players for the Volgare side have got armor, so this is a very winnable situation here for the CT side. Of course, they don't want to move it. Boss gonna back away. But they still gotta be careful about this one. The bomb plant might as well come down by the looks of it, so it's just about positioning comes down. Gabeson right out in the open. No, Gabeson, you should have waited for your teammates. That is not the way you do it. Now, Boss, he himself isn't in the very best spot, but Color pushing for the smoke. Definitely not the best case scenario, but actually, Color's gonna do it. Nickelback with one, and not the second one, though. Very close in the end, but Color and Team Volgare are going to prevail. Great showing there from the CT side here. Pretty much comes down to, you know, Color just getting those 2 frags. If he doesn't get the frag on the player who is pushing for the Molotov, well, you've got to admit, Nickelback was in a very good position towards pit. So, alright then, looks like Volgares have got themselves a fighting chance. It may not be the end. It may not be the end of this Hungarian squad. They're still in this one, very much in this one. 14-4, double nade stack, works out beautifully. Boss bleeding internally. I mean, he's not doing good on the health department, you've got to admit. Probably should be going for a good old-fashioned buck and give Boss the AWP, but hello, Fleeve and Flash. Look at that combination towards the B bomb site. They completely wreck the T side. And it looks like we might as well have a game on our hands. Vicious and Romy, they're still standing here for the Spirit.acd side, but you know, a 2 versus 5 is going to be a difficult 2 versus 5. Romy refrags, but it's a good thing that he's got the bomb on his shoulders. But winning the 1 versus 5 is going to be difficult, to say the least. It just goes to show. 14-5 now being the scoreline. Spirit.acd, well, actually they just don't have enough money for a proper investment, so obviously the right choice would be an eco. Eco this one out, and you know, you're pretty much on match point at this point. 2 more rounds and you've got yourselves the win here. Or it might as well be Volgare, you know, 11 for them. 11 straight rounds in a row. There's always the possibility in Counter-Strike. Luke getting naded to oblivion. And there's nothing much he, you know, could have done more in that sort of scenario. What can the P250s do? That's also a reasonable question, but looks like there's just gonna be easy pickings there for Color towards the middle. Romy and Boss are still standing, but not for long. It's another frag for Color. 14-6 being the scoreline. Spirit.acd will probably go for the buy here, but if this buy isn't successful, if they end up losing this one, I think Volgare might actually start mounting up some sort of momentum into this round. But it's also quite frankly, we have to mention that, you know, one of the players from the Volgare side, I mean, Gabeson, he hasn't been doing too good here on the fragging department. His teammates, well, they have been doing pretty much the heavy lifting by the looks of it. In the T side, on the CD side as well, so looks like they're gonna press towards middle yet again. Spirit Academy, nice smoke there, but Luke Gabison is gonna be lined up that kill, but Fan Vicious, nice timing. Works out beautifully for him. Color though, Gabison with the frag, and actually Color, he still got that sniper rifle. And even though we're down to the 1 versus 4, he has planted the bomb, Fan Vicious, so, you know, not to say that this is not out of the realm of possibility, but now it's pretty much, he's done for Fan Vicious. Nothing much he can do, and Gabison actually coming alive at the time he was, you know, pretty much needed the most. If he would not have gotten those 2 frags of the players who were jumping out of A-apps, well, that round could have definitely gone in favor of Spirit Academy, but looks like he's coming alive, picking up those free kills. Pretty much picked up more kills in 1 round that he has for the entirety of the game, so I think that was also a mentally important round for him, to say the least. And they're expecting an eco by the looks of it. They went up pretty aggressively here. Gabson still gotta be careful about this one. Color with the frag. And this is not looking like the end of Volgare. 14-7 is the scoreline. And we might as well go the distance by the looks of it. The way this one's shimming up to be Romy, roasting alive there towards Boiler. Still survives with some points of health, but the Molotov coming in there, busts with the frag. Color replies as he is very quick with that CZ-755, but the bomb, it has been dropped towards pit, so that is a very horrible predicament for the bomb to be in, and this is the end here for Spirit Academy, at least in this round, because they get completely shut down. Again, Color with that sniper rifle, he hasn't been successful on the T side at getting frags, but on the CT side, it's like the frags are just coming to him. So all in all, it is not looking too shabby here for Volgare. Looks like the addition of those smokes here, looks like Spirit Academy will probably deploy them towards that A bomb site. And I mean, them having pistols, I mean, surely they can definitely make their way onto the A bomb site, especially them having pistols. They can definitely get in those close range engagements, get those frags. Gabison's still fully blinded. Not gonna be getting the frag, but they know. Oh, they know Spirit Academy. There's a player in pit. They have to be careful about the one, and that's actually Barcode, so they have to be very careful about him. And actually, somehow Spirit Academy turning this round on its head, as they're gonna be picking up the game. I'm sorry, the frags and the round as well. 15-8. This is not looking good for Volgare. They were mounting the comeback. They were mounting it in a position where they pick up that round. I don't think Spirit Academy would be on 15 at this point, and surely this is a do or die situation here for the Volgare side. Obviously, it's gonna be the case in at least a 7 rounds, honestly. They are on match point, Spirit Academy. They can chill out a bit, but they themselves feel the pressure, but definitely not as much as, for instance, Volgare side. Now, by the looks of it, seems to be the case that Spirit Academy are gonna try to go for what worked previously. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's see if it's actually gonna work out in the gun round as well. Color with the frag. Great refrag from Luke, though. Gotta give credit to him and Gabison. He needs some backup from the remaining CT players. He's gonna be getting that frag. Maybe no backup is needed at all. Gabison, oh no, Fan Vicious is gonna jump down to his doom, but Luke now, he's alone, and I don't think he knows there's a player in pit. He's got to be careful about this one, Luke, but still, this is not an easy 1 versus 3. Spots out Barcode, which is quite good for him, but getting the remaining frags is not going to be easy. 15-9 is going to be the scoreline, and alrighty then. Looks like Volgare are still very much in this one. I'm pretty sure if you're a Spirit Academy, you're probably going to buy back into this one. There wouldn't be much reason not to, as all 4 players, at least 4 players, have got a decent amount of money to buy back. It's just that one player was a bit lacking in the weaponry department, but still, hey, 4 AKs, decent amount of utility, and even an op onto Luke. His op, well, for me, has been that tad bit more successful than in comparison. The AWP of color in that T side. So still interesting to see how this round's gonna turn out to be. Nickelback though, that's a great Molotov as well as the flash. I think that might have been another flash from the CTs. So much damage being dealt here onto Fleef, but same could be said onto Nickelback. You're reasonably low on HP. And even though some significant damage has been exchanged towards Banana, no such aggression will probably be seen anytime soon from either the CTs or even the T side. Or you might as well be wrong. Look at that smoke being deployed towards middle. So this allows some vision for the T sides onto short, and I think that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna acquire them some short control towards middle. Still gotta be careful about this one. If they were to press onto this A bomb site, there is a very low HP color who's towards pit and got a sniper rifle. Still very dangerous player, even in this sort of position, especially with the AWP. Or they can try to hit the B bomb site, but there's actually pretty low HP Fleeve, and that seems to be the reasonable position. The Molotov doesn't land, that's a bit dissatisfying, but that doesn't seem to be the worst of scenarios. Fleeve actually still gonna be getting 2 guys in the end, so that is not as bad as one might think. And Vicious gonna try to hide, getting himself in a very nice position. A retake has to commence. Luke with the frag, and Volgare, they have to be careful. This map is on the line, and they have to be very careful about their approach. Gabus, he goes for the frag, but simply not gonna get it. And I mean, Color and Flash, solo in HP. Flash with a kill. Color, 27 points of health. And Vicious, though, is gonna be getting 1, and Romy refrags. 16-9. What looked like a very, very dominant CT side from Team Spirit Academy. That was just the case. It wasn't so on the, I think, admittedly on the T side, but surely, all in all, that was a very great showing from both the teams. So, quick commercial break. We'll be right back with some more Counter-Strike action. I might as well show you how one of our sponsors' websites, for instance, CS Money, how you're able to trade skins quick, easy, and fast, and make yourself some easy profits. So stay tuned for that, and we're heading into a quick commercial break.
CS.Money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.Money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS Money, the best service for trading your skins.
Believe, believe, believe. It's all I wanna do. It's all I wanna do. Believe. It's all I wanna do. Believe. It's all I wanna do. Believe. It's all I wanna do.
Alright guys, so a very quick rundown on, for instance, how a website like CS Money works. So what is CS Money? It is a skin trading site. There has been a decent amount of them. This one also offers great profit, safety, low commissions, obviously very great stuff, and of course an online support as well. So for instance, how does it work? Very simple stuff. You obviously post in your trade link. I myself don't have the greatest amount of skins, but I posted in my, for instance, trade link. I obviously update it, and I'm gonna be having themselves my inventory here displayed. So for instance, I want to pull out a Dragon Lord, so I pull it out, simple as that, and I'm able to get the trade. Of course, I myself don't really have the most amount of items at the moment of my inventory, but still, that's just how it works. For instance, a website like CS Money, and of course there's still Vreecase. And Vreecase, obviously our main sponsor, and without a doubt the makers of our cup of today, the $2,000 prize pool. And what it is, Vreecase is a case opening website in which, of course, you're able to open cases. So you want to open up cases, put your own skins into the website, able to participate in a bunch of daily giveaways that happen, well, simply put it, daily, as well as the possibility for you to earn free coins as if you put your name Vreecase onto the nickname. So definitely keep that in mind. Check out both of these sites, CS Money and Vreecase.com.
It's all I wanna do. Believe. It's all I wanna do.
feeling oh so lonely, try to leave your fears behind. We are locked in an orbit racing round the dots of lonely worlds that make collide. Keep your eyes on mine. Touchdown on the surface of my heart. The feelings ever gone. A brave adventurer like me. Bamboo's everywhere that I've come from. Keep your feet to the vacuum slide, 'cause it's surrounding us out here. Follow the trail of the stardust of the ones that came before us, and we'll see what we always wanted. Frame of me whenever you are feeling oh so lonely. Try to leave your fears behind. We are locked in an orbit racing round the dots of lonely worlds that may collide. Keep your eyes on mine. See your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. The only thing between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place than here with you now, here with you now. Here with you now. Other place. Here with you now.
Alright, welcome back everyone into our second map of today. Spirit Academy able to get themselves a win on Inferno. Will they be able to do so on Volgare's map pick? And this is nice. This is some very nice stuff coming up here from Volgare. Not many people tend to utilize the window here in Mirage, and especially in the very first pistol round. So right now this push seems to be sort of successful. It's them getting 2 kills. In fact, Luke not getting a single one. Okay, he can be getting one, but that's about it. All he gets, the murder hole, and that's why it's called the murder hole for a reason. Luke and Nickelback. Okay, Nickelback is gonna be getting a frag, but has no idea there's a player so close towards him in Volgare. Great start here for the Hungarian side. Works out beautifully. I mean, it really works out in their favor, especially due to the fact that the CTs they had barely any vision towards middle. In fact, they had no vision towards middle, so them coming up for window through connector as well as AAPS was not the hardest of issues. In fact, works out beautifully, and that's why they get themselves the very first win here on this map of Mirage. So, far spy from Spirit.acd. Well, it worked out for them previously. I have to be a tad bit more careful, Romy especially. Pushes up so aggressively towards ramp without any sort of backup. That is definitely not the wisest of decision. Has to be careful about this one. Romy though, again tries to go for the wrap, but is simply not successful. So this force spy, well, all in all, it is not looking too good here for Spirit.acd. Luke, I think he might have actually spotted out Fleeve, but will not be getting the frag as of yet. And Luke, well, I think it's about time he gets taken down, but Color's gonna be doing the job for him, and all up to Nickelback. With the deagle in hand, he has got some armor, but that armor itself is not gonna be winning him the round. So, all in all, a pretty decent round here for Volgare. They tend to end up losing 2 of their guys. Definitely not the biggest of losses. Nickelback trying to line up the shot, but in the end, with no avail. 0-2. Volgare, good start from the T side. That was actually a very similar scenario for them on Inferno as well. You know, it looked like, okay, Volgare, pretty strong pistol arm, especially after them winning. I think it might have been a 2 versus 3. So that was pretty decent strong start there from the Volgare on the T side. On the CT side, well, they did get to see them play. Definitely not the most amount of rounds. They definitely could have used a tad bit more rounds on the T side, and well, would have probably had a much interesting game to spectate. But as it stands right now, Volgare in a position and probably will be getting a 3-0 lead here. The pistol's doing some damage, in fact, but not enough. Or is it enough? Vicious, he can actually take down Flash, and that Flash, oh no, it worked out perfectly. Vicious couldn't see anything at all. So the Flash works out beautifully. At Spirit.acd, now this is the gun round of great importance. I think it is also important to see which team will actually keep coming out on top. Oh no, Luke. He goes out there towards middle, sees 4 people aiming their guns towards mid. That's definitely not the easiest of tasks. Vicious, definitely, that did not look too difficult for him to get those 2 frags. Great job by him, dropping the bomb in connector. Not gonna make things easier, but Fleeve with a kill. Quick response, you've got to admit. And Romy, this could come down to time. He gets 1, gets a second one, in fact. And I'm sorry, Fleeve, but you have to recover the bomb and get those 2 frags on the remaining CTs. Not gonna be easy, but Romy, it's as if he's allowing himself to get picked off. He has to be careful. Not only that, I'm pretty sure he himself has to realize it that, well, the last player, he had a sniper rifle. So you definitely don't want to allow him to get those one-on-one engagements. And of course, Fleeve gonna be swinging around his crosshair as he needs to check as many angles as possible. And I think Romy didn't really hear the scoping as of yet, but now he definitely heard that flash, and now he's gonna be getting that kill. Great stuff from Romy there. But also a very valiant effort there from Fleeve, picking up 2 crucial frags there towards middle, but in the end, it just doesn't work out for the Hungarian side. 1-3 is the scoreline, and Spirit.acd gonna be salvaging themselves an AWP. The big green gun on the CT side has been of great importance on Inferno. Will it be in Mirage? I'd say so, especially it being in the hands of Luke. Luke may not see as many engagements as he saw, for instance, towards Inferno, but oh, this push, this is nice. This is nice here from the CT side. You're getting so much intel at this point by them just pushing this part of the map. And actually, you know, Volgare they have to be careful about this one. A push will come in from them, but a quick flank, I think, is going to come up from the horizon. Spirit Academy still trying to go for this one. Flea would have killed Obi replies, but Gabeson, nice spray transfer from him. And Luke, I think he should have seen the T. He should have seen the T, and he does, but simply doesn't get the kill in the end. Boss now, he's alone, but at least he's got the positional advantage, which isn't that bad with Flash. Oh, okay, Flash. He's not gonna be getting that frag anytime soon. A good thing for Bass is that there's a defuse kit he might recover, but I don't think he cares about defuse kits at this point. He wants to get those kills, but yeah, at this point, it has to back away. Yeah, Boss has to back away. Gonna recover the defuse kit, but it's a tad bit too late. Color gonna be getting that frag. And 1-4, actually. This is a bit devastating here for the CT side because they were able to pick up the very first gun round, which is nice and all, but you know, not picking up the consecutive round means they have to go for an eco. Might be even a double eco, in fact. And Volgare reading the situation perfectly. Take a look at this buy. 2 MAC-10s, an SMG, the UMP, in fact, 3 SMGs coming out this round. So they're expecting it. They know the fact that Spirit Academy don't really have the most amount of money, and they're gonna abuse it. And actually, there's a bit of a stack here towards the B bomb site, but the pistol's not gonna reign supreme this time around. USPs not gonna accomplish much against those SMGs. Flash gets taken out, but I think he himself only had a SMG barcode. Yeah, knows where Nickelback is stationed at, so still a pretty decent round for Spirit Academy. And one of the players dropped the server. Did that be Nickelback? I'm wondering what's the problem with Nickelback, but I'm guessing it's more of a technical issue concerning his disconnect more than anything else. One way or the other, you know, a pause is a pause. So yeah, this is I think the second matchup of this quarterfinal. Yeah, this is the second matchup of the quarterfinal. Beforehand there was Force versus Nemiga, 2 CIS teams, and Nemiga, I think they were able to win the series 2-0, and both those games were like 16-6 scorelines. So great showing from Nemiga. Speaking about other teams, Good Job is also in this actually tournament. So Good Job, for those who don't know, is a Belarusian team which pretty much popped out of the blue. 5 months ago, no one really cared about them, but in the past 4 or the same 5 months ago, they have been climbing up the rank ladder. They got themselves a sponsorship from, I think, is a soccer team, if I'm correct. So they got themselves that sponsorship, and I mean, they've been climbing up the ranks, beating some decent teams, Binary Dragons, Playing Ducks. I think they might have actually beaten LDLC in the ESL 1 Cologne qualifiers. Nickelback spots out the players, but oh wow, Color! Great wallbang there. I think you might have actually seen Nickelback's M4 there. At least the end of it. One way or the other, that is the end of Nickelback. Wow, Fleevros. He's in a good spot, all things considering. Fenvicious, he's not expecting it. He has no idea. There's a player pushed up connector so aggressively, so he has to be careful. So he's peeking up middle. Not seeing anyone as of yet. And actually, the setup from the CTs, it's not going to be as powerful as one might think. Romy, he might have to do the heavy lifting, but Fenvicious himself has to survive for as long as possible. Will he check? Oh, definitely spots out the barrel now. And with him spotting out the barrel, Volgare, did he want to continue? I mean, this gives decent amount of information for Boss because he pushed up B apps. And you have players rotating towards this A bomb site, so Color and Gabeson and Flash, somehow they're gonna be getting the frags. The Volgare side, even though it looked so good. It looked very good, in fact, for Spirit Academy. Their setup, perfect. But now, Flash comes in, Color with a flick. And this is looking tremendous. I mean, in a way, this is looking rather horrible for the Spirit Academy side. I think we might see a rerun of Inferno. And there, Spirit Academy, they get themselves a very great start. Very great start. 7 rounds or 8 rounds in a row on the CD side. Great job by them, but I think Volgare, they themselves feel way more comfortable on a map like Mirage in comparison to Inferno. Mirage still one of your puggier maps, so to speak. And Volgare, they haven't been for too long in this unit, so all in all, it's kind of understandable why they would pick this map. And not only that, Gabeson is coming alive. Beforehand in the previous matchup, I mean, he barely got, what, 8 frags? I think that is the case, but now he's coming alive. Take a look at the first half in these past couple of 8 rounds, and Gabeson, 13 frags for him, looking quite good in fact. At least he's stepping up for his team. Luke has cooled off a bit. By the looks of it, Spirit Academy has cooled off a bit. Surely they also had to play 2 more best of ones today in the Hellcase Cup. So they have warmed up quite a bit, but players tend to cool off as well. If this would be a best of 1 series, surely this would be done and dusted, but now this is the best of 3 series in which Boss fully blinded, not seeing anything because of the flash. And Nickelback will get a frag, but even though he does get that frag, a bomb plant will ensue here on this B bomb. So do they want to go for this one? Spirit Academy. Color, he should be getting that frag, and once he does, I don't think they'll contest this one. I mean, this is not going to be easy here for Luke, but oh no, this... What? How did he miss that? That was right on his crosshair. That's a bit dissatisfying, I'd say. Luke should have hit that shot. Either way, a save is being called upon, and Spirit Academy will go for such save. And oh no, and Vicious, Romy, they're all falling apart here. All up to Luke here. He might just save his gun. Yes, he's gonna save it. It just about saves his rifle, and Spirit Academy still very much in the fight. I guess at least this round, at least they've got themselves that sniper rifle, but Volgare, they're even starting out stronger than Spirit Academy did on their city side, so I'm just wondering how the city side of Volgare will actually look, because, you know, right now, this is not looking good for Spirit Academy. The up drops, and Color, he wants to press forward. He has to be careful. He's alone here. Pulls out the CZ-75. He don't need no backup. He's got that CZ-75 of his. He's gonna be getting that frag, and look at this, Spirit Academy. They're getting demolished at this point. This is utter domination here from the Volgare side. The Hungarians. Wow. It looks like we're seeing a completely different team at this point. Beforehand, I mean, we did see a very lost and confused Hungarian Volgare team, but now they're pulling it through. 9-1 is the scoreline, and Spirit Academy, I was actually thinking they should be the ones picking up Mirage as well, but looks like I'm wrong. Looks like I'm very much dead wrong. Double op setup coming out here for Spirit Academy. So that's a pretty good thing, you've got to admit, for the CTs. But if the double op doesn't work out, this might be the end. At least on this CT side, Romy gets taken down, and the ops, they aren't going to be able to accomplish much. Look at the smokes that have been deployed towards the A bomb side. Their vision completely disjointed. Oh, Luke. Ay, the flash actually works out pretty well for Volgare, and Gabus, and now he's coming alive, as he's going to be picking up 2 for him, and 2 ops remain, and no ops remain now, and it is 1-10. Wow, this is looking, I mean, it's so interesting to see. Beforehand, Volgare looked lost on their Inferno T side. now they're showing up here on Mirage, which is their map pick, of course. But still, I mean, this is a complete 180 to the Volgare we saw previously. They're feeling way more confident, and it looks like they're the ones dictating the pace here. As Spirit.acd, they really haven't found that much of an answer, I'd say. Oh, Nickelback tries to jump on what seems to be Barcode's head. Yeah, this is not looking good for Spirit.acd. 11-1. That was a force buy, but you know, them having a maximum lose money bonus of $3,400, it means they've still got some money within the bank. So an op comes out here for Luke. His op on this CT side hasn't been able to accomplish much. Surely if it was positioned towards the A bomb side, he might just had that tad bit more impact, but before it was towards the B bomb side. There was barely any engagements. Then he changed up towards middle. He either gets taken down in middle or an A hit comes in which he can't really accomplish much. So Spirit.acd, okay, Bass, he somehow spots out Flash there, so it's at least looking somewhat good. Actually, it's looking pretty good here for Spirit.acd at this point, because beforehand they'd get out-aimed by the Volgare side, but at least this time around they've got themselves some frags to boot. Take down one of their own. Barcode is 19 points of health, so that's a pretty good thing for Spirit.acd. Yeah, he has been given the sniper rifle, Bogdan's Law. Now if you're a Volgare, losing a round like this, I mean, you've got money to boot, so definitely money's not of the issue. 11 rounds on the T side, pretty good, I'd say. Pretty good scoreline, all things considering. And actually, playing on a bit of a retake, Spirit.acd. Surely Luke, he might be getting the frag on Gabeson, and that is just the case. They're not going to go for the bomb plant as of yet. Color with the frag, but he has no idea Romy is here. That was some great positioning, some great cohesion there from Spirit.acd. Now, yep, Barcode is going to get taken down and make us 12-11 in fact. So they're trying to come back into this one. By the looks of it, Spirit.acd, it's not going to be easy. But I mean, it's worth the try. I mean, if they aren't able to get at least these 2 rounds here on the CT side, it might as well be, you know, GG for the map Mirage here. Third map might as well be coming up. Train might be chewing its way onto a third map, which could very much be the case. Spirit.acd's Romy very early on getting taken down with 36 points of health. And actually, at least now he's got some backup in the form of Ambitious, but time and time again, Romy has been left alone. Now he's got some backup, which is nice, but is the backup going to be enough? I don't know. Color and Flea, if they're going to be still standing alive, and Nickelback almost getting the spray. And in the end, it is Luke with a frag, and the spray does connect, which is a good thing. And 3-11, Spirit.acd, they seem to be still in this one, you could say. I mean, 4-11, or I don't know what to expect from Spirit.acd and their T side, because their T side has been underwhelming to say the least on various maps. Beforehand on Inferno, it was a bit troublesome for them to close out the game. Surely their pistol force buy worked out beautifully for them and pretty much break the momentum that Volgare had been building up for 5 or so rounds. And at the T side, well, they just haven't had such success as they had on the CT side. So now 4 rounds is the best case scenario, but it's looking viable. It's looking quite viable. They are able to take down 2, but still Volgare, they're pretty much on the driving seat this round because they are going to be getting that bomb. Flash comes in, great flash, great cohesion. Now this is looking doable for Spirit.acd. 1 player is still on the side itself. Luke gets the frag, and now all to Flash from the Volgare team. And it's gonna be, I think, that tad bit difficult. Now he exposes his position, gets one, gets a second one. Can he get the frag onto Romy though? And he does! He does get the frag onto Romy. And Spirit.acd, you gotta win those. You gotta win those, Spirit.acd. Otherwise, I think now it's kind of safe to say that Volgare might as well be running away with this one. I mean, not to be the bearer of bad news, but I mean, after losing a round like that, Spirit.acd will even have the will to keep on fighting because, well, let's just say, I think it's gonna be that tad bit difficult, but one way or the other. I'd like to give you all a warm welcome and thank you all for tuning into the Vreecase Cup here, the very first edition of the Vreecase Cup, a prize pool of $2,000. So yeah, thank you for our sponsor, CSEsport.com, a CSGO skin betting website, CS Money, a CSGO skin trading website, and of course Vreecase.com, a case opening website in which you can open the various amounts of CSGO cases. Fleeve now, this could be a strong start here for the Volgare side, especially as if Fleeve is able to land some quick headshots, but okay, finally does land one. But still, the bomb has been planted from Spirit.acd, and this might not be as easy as one might think. Fleeve again with a kill, Barcode with a kill. This is now falling apart here for Spirit.acd. Fenvicious though, he's still in this one, but not anymore. Flash takes him down. It looked somewhat promising there from Fenvicious. As he was turning his crosshair towards that A bomb site, he still might have gotten that frag, but in the end, it is simply not meant to be. 13 to 3, pardon me. This is looking like another quick game here. Inferno was reasonably quick. Mirage seems to be quick as well. The map pick up Volgare, obviously, and they are definitely showing us some prowess here. They are definitely showing us that Gabeson can frag on Mirage in comparison to Inferno. And he has been definitely one of the driving forces of why Volgare has been successful on their T side. But now, on the CT side, let's see how this one turns out to be. Fleeve tries to go for the one-taps, but in the end it is a spray kill that works out for him the best. Flashes come in, but it doesn't matter. Gabeson gets you for the flash instead. Fenvicious and Romy. Fenvicious will plant the bomb, but I don't think much will come out from Romy. Tries to go for the 1Ds, but it's just not meant to be again. 14 to 3. Spirit.acd, I mean, they've got a couple decisions here to make, other they go for a full-on eco here and try to expect to accomplish something with, you know, AK-47s when it's 15 to 3, or we'll see what's up. And this round, Force Buy seems to be the case. I mean, some of the players weren't very reluctant on buying, but MP7 does come out here from Luke. Just a bit. Oh, it kind of does make sense. I mean, the MP45 has been kind of nerfed, and the MP7, it has got decent statistics. You know, fire rate. Whoa, okay, their pass. Alright, then he's gonna be getting that frag. Overextending a bit here, Spirit.acd. And actually, it works out in their favor, very much so. They can be quite happy about that. Barcode, though, he is in a horrible position once he gets that frag. So now if you're a Flash, oh, he heard it. Flash definitely heard it. He's gonna be getting that frag into Nickelback, without a doubt. There's still 2 CTs remaining as well as 2 T players. Of course, Spirit.acd, they've got themselves some decent positions. I mean, Romy is a very nice spot. Sees what's up in window, but at the same time, Fleeve also staying in A apps. That's a very powerful position, especially for a CT to be in. Once he hears the bomb getting planted, he pretty much knows that he can at least at the very minimum, get 1 frag. And of course, Fleef, once he hears the bomb plant, he's gonna call in his teammate. But I'm wondering, is he actually gonna try to go for the frag, or he's gonna wait? He's gonna wait, so this is actually quite smart, but oh no! Okay, Fleef still is gonna get that frag, but didn't look as good as one might think. So Fleef, okay, Boss knows the position of Fleef, but still, the C-teams themselves have no idea where is Boss himself. The problem is the bomb is planted in a very, very awkward spot. Flash is probably just gonna stick it, and he's gonna get it. He's gonna stick it, and he's gonna get it. 15 to 3, and this is not looking good for Spirit Academy. It's a good thing they got themselves the bomb plant, which means they can still go for a bit of a buy here, but I mean, if more than anything, their buy is gonna be looking decent, in fact. Okay, and AWP comes out here for Luke. Glass cannon up, but even the glass cannon up can definitely be of great use for a team. T side as well. Color. Oh, he's gonna be seeing T's coming his way. Let's see Color. Oh, not gonna be getting the fragment to Nickelback, which is a bit dissatisfying, but look at the frags, they're still very much in favor of Volgare. And still, Romy is gonna get taken down all up to Luke. In the 1 versus 3 does take down Barcode. Okay then, Luke, glass cannon up, but he's not gonna do much. GG's have been thrown out in the chat. But this is not the end, ladies and gentlemen, because this is a best of 3 series, meaning you will still have some games on our way. So stay tuned for the 3rd map of this best of 3 series, the Decider map. It's going to be a train, in fact, so it's a pretty decent map for Volgare and Spirit. It's going to be interesting to see how it turns out to be, the Decider. Interesting matchup will be coming up, but before that, before we bring any more Counter-Strike action, a quick commercial break.
CS.money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.money, the best service for trading your skins.
See your face in the crowd, but you don't seem so far away. Love in between us is empty space, empty space. Even when the music is loud, I'd rather be no other place. Here with you now, here with you now. Here with you now.
It's all I wanna do. It's all I wanna do. It's all I wanna do. It's all I wanna do.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the broadcast here for the Vreecase Cup, the very first edition of the Vreecase Cup. I am Sir Danny and I am casting this best of 3 of today. It's the quarterfinal here, still in the very early stages of this cup. So previously we saw Spirit.acd have a very great run in Inferno, picking up a reasonably easy win, 16-9 I think, and before that they had a lead of 14-3. It was definitely a very quick game, but it was quicker. The second game was quicker. Volgare 16-3 annihilates Spirit.acd on their CT side. The Spirit.acd CT side 3 times in a row. They're starting here on the CT side, and you know, it looked good. It looked good on Inferno. It looked terrible on Mirage. And I think it's going to be interesting to see how good or bad is the CT side here on Train. Beforehand, they did play against Envious Academy. They did a pretty good job, I've got to admit. So for me, it's definitely a big question mark. How will they perform on their CT side of Train? A smoke and a fuse kit on Bass makes sense, especially if it's, for instance, an inner B take and a Molotov is deployed here. If you've got that smoke, the smoke can be oh so deadly in fact, but no Molotov of such is used by Volgare. So this is a pretty good opportunity for Spirit.acd. We are seeing one of the players, that be Vicious, pretty much on a retake position. Alongside him is Roby. Both the players are covering reasonably good positions, but now with the smoke being deployed, there's pretty much confirmation this is going to be a B hit. Romy getting taken down to solo HP. Still survives somehow. Vicious though, second frag, a third one tap for Vicious. Could have been a fourth, but Nickelback is going to be robbing him of the curiosity, and Luke with the frag, and that was easy peasy lemon squeezy. Vicious, now he is coming alive. He has been the driving force. I can say he has been the driving force of the Spirit.acd side on the City of Inferno. On Mirage, nor Luke nor Vicious really stood out, nor did really Nickelback. I mean, these 3 players definitely very important for Spirit.acd to, you know, eventually get the round win. So it's interesting to see. It's good to see as well for them to actually get those frags in the end. Volgare though is a pretty good setup, but in the end, once you deploy that smoke, maybe I'll talk about the tactic they did a tad bit later, because we are seeing some engagements here. It's still an eco here for Volgare, so not expecting too much from them. But as I was saying, I mean, with that smoke being deployed here, I mean, surely you're gonna be having at least one guy here, at least one guy here, but the rest, they still have to press forward. They have to press forward towards the B bomb site, get those Glocks in close range proximity. Glocks! Get them in close range proximity so that they can do the most amount of damage and, of course, be the most effective. That is pretty much the whole point now. Of course, this being Eco, easy frags. You're coming in for Spirit.acd, boss. Actually, Flash recovers a UMP from a dead teammate, so all in all, this is not looking too bad. I mean, this is still the very start here on Train, and of course, Volgare, they've even got enough money for a proper buy with AK-47, so actually, this is pretty decent. I've got to admit, this is actually a pretty decent buy for the team, especially after putting that bomb down. Boss, great flash and great frag as well. Gets the frag, retreats, as that is pretty much textbook Counter-Strike. Leave though, he's gonna be getting a frag Bass again, and Bass actually doing a very good job here towards the Ivy position. Gonna be getting free frags, and Nickelback also times in with a frag of his own, but now Flash. I'm sorry, Flash, but it's not gonna be easy, but he still might as well pick up that bomb. Alrighty then. With the bomb being picked up, this is somewhat decent position for Flash to be in. If he gets the frag onto Bass, though, he spotted out Bass. At least he now knows. At least Flash knows the position of one, but him being on the high ground, oh, the timing is impeccable because Vicious is right behind him. And that's gonna be a frag for Spirit.acd. Not only that, when the frag comes around, and it is 3-0 here for Spirit.acd. A reasonably good start, but still, this is still the very first half, the very beginning. So we're not expecting too much either from Spirit.acd or Volgare, of course. Spirit.acd on the more favored side, so we're expecting them to get them around lead. But of course, Volgare, yeah, proven to be formidable opponents, I could say, especially on a map like Mirage. Luke gets the frag, but I mean, credit goes where credit's due. Flashed with the C's at 75 nonetheless, but Romy, no idea there was a player behind him and gave us one with the frag. Actually, Volgare turning this one around. Nade? Oh, the nade. Wow, it's successful at taking down one. But Fleeve? Fake the fuse? No, he's gonna stick it. But he's got that, oh, P2000. Ooh, the P2000. It's not gonna be as effective, but timing. Oh! He spotted him out! He somehow spotted him out, I think, Luke. Or actually, he didn't. But he did aim towards a good position, so... Anyhow, great job from Volgare. You know, that was I don't think most of the players even had proper armor investment. They just tried to rush up onto the A bomb set, and it kind of worked out with the smokes being deployed. I mean, you rushing out with pistols, that definitely kind of scared him. That seems to be the case with the Spirit.acd guys. They weren't expecting such a play. They were thinking they're going to be seeing a passive Volgare, but in fact, that was pretty good indeed. Color. He's going to be getting the frag yet again. Again, Color with the frag. Surely this is an eco, but of course, Volgare needs the most, and I say most amount of money as possible. And how do you do that? Well, by trying to play this one as smart as possible without losing too many of your guys. So pretty much job done. 5 players actually surviving here for the T side. They can definitely be quite happy about that. Vicious, I mean, if someone's gonna be really hungry for a frag, so he might do something about it, but no one's searching for the frag as of yet, though. Flash is underneath Pop Dog, so if Vicious would take a look at Pop Dog, he might be getting the frag, but no frag as of it. Anyway, props to Volgare, not losing a single guard. Definitely going to be a boost in the economy department, as well as a general boost that, okay guys, we're playing some smart CS, not losing too many of our guys, but now this is a round of great importance. Spirit.acd and Volgare, both the teams have got decent buys coming into this one, so they have to be careful about this one. Ooh, okay, Color's gonna be getting the opening frag onto Luke. That's actually quite good here for the T side, but Color again trying to go for this one, and he's not gonna be successful. Nickelback though comes up huge with the frag, and I think he realizes that there's players behind the green train as well. So Nickelback, great fragging prowess from him, but I mean Vicious now, he is capable in these sort of scenarios, and actually he's coming up from a position in which I don't think... Oh, that is not a good flash, but anyhow, Vicious tapping away Flash, and Flash will be getting that frag. That was a bit of a hectic fight. A very hectic fight towards that A bomb site, but in the end, Volgare come out on top, and it just goes to show that Spirit Academy, again, they're in a horrible scenario where they can't go for a proper buy because they simply don't have the economy to do so. So an eco comes up, and it kind of makes sense, I'd say. It does make sense. Okay, Romy. Okay, then Romy with the P50 doing great deals of damage, and Vicious as well with the CZ. This is looking scary for Volgare. They have to be careful. Bass up on the blue train has no idea one of the T's slipped right past him. Not only that, that's a player with the bomb. And Vicious, he's got to be careful about a flank, but it's a good thing that, you know, Barcode in the end decides to stick with his teammate Color, because if Color dies, he drops the bomb. That's a horrible scenario to be in. Color, though, gonna be getting the frag, but Vicious making a lot of noise, and that's a frag for Barcode right in his crosshairs. And Romy, my man Romy, is gonna try to go for this clutch here. Kind of makes sense, AK-47 in hand, but is he gonna go pop dog? Oh no, he's gonna go towards B bomb site, but no one is towards B. Romy, you have been duped. So pretty much at this point, saving the AK-47 wouldn't be that bad of an ordeal, honestly. Try to save the AK. If you are able to save it, that's very good, because your team is not doing so much in the economy game. Luke could definitely use a drop, I'd say, or a boss at least. So try to save that gun. And Volgare bouncing back and actually going to be coming out in the lead here for the very first time on Train. The T side of Train is looking quite good here for the Hungarians.
Terrorists win.
Okay, then we are continuing on here. 3 to 4 being the scoreline. This is still very first steps here in this first half. And up comes into Luke. It's always nice to see him on the sniper rifle, but I've got to give props for Color because he has been outstanding with his sniper rifle. But Nickelback tries to push their gap in the smoke. Is kind of successful, in fact. And Luke, 12 points of health. He's got to be careful, but you know who's not going to be careful? Romy. Look at the positioning of Romy. It is beautiful for him to get those 2 frags. In fact, might as well go for another one, but Fleeve, I think he spotted out the shadow, but wow, Barcode is also on the flank. This round is so awkward, I've got to admit. Molotov comes in, Vicious has to go for the peek. Does he, in fact? Molotov doesn't land where it should have. Okay. I think it is safe to say that Train is going to be a much more interesting matchup than we had, you know, previously. Inferno, pretty much one-sided. Mirage, also one-sided in favor of the Hungarians. I mean, looks like Train is pretty much a even playing field for both of these teams, so at least that's nice to see. Flash spraying through. He knows he's low in HP, so for them to press forward would not have been the, you know, most interesting of decisions. So it would have made sense, especially, but right now it looks like Volgare gonna slow things down. Gonna slow things down quite a bit, and maybe within the minute mark gonna try to make their way on either of the sites. It seems to be that they do want to hit that B bomb. So they've got themselves very nice utility. I mean, 5 Molotovs in fact. So great utility, but in most cases, I mean, a team like this is a team that really doesn't have the most amount of teamwork, as in probably one smoke is gonna get deployed of the free and only one Molotov. That'd be a good case scenario. Nice nade there from Boss. Problem is, it just doesn't do the most amount of damage. Couple of the Molotovs coming in. Flash as well. Might as well try to go for this one. See how it goes. Volgare, they are pushing on this B bomb side. Barco with the frag. And Color, he's in a great spot. There we go. Takes down Romy and look at Nickelback. Nickelback on the flank. He's got to be quick though. He doesn't have the fuse kit. There we go. Gets one frag and actually gave us on. Okay, now Barco hurt. Now Barco definitely hurt where he is. Nickelback gets the op and he's gonna retreat. He's gonna chicken out of this one. Barco, oh, gonna try to go for the jump. Spots out Nickelback. And I don't think he's gonna be able to save the op. Would be nice for him, but I don't think it's just meant to be. Oh. Not gonna connect the no scope though. Nickelback. Scope in. Can be getting the frag, but he's not gonna survive for long. Wow, this is looking interesting. I mean, this is much more interesting games in comparison we had. There's way more back and forth. I mean, there was barely any sort of back and forth in comparison to what you had on the first map, Inferno or Mirage. Mirage was just Volgare's map. Okay, Spirit Academy, was a bit of more of a fight when they switched on the T side, and on the CD side they were dominant as hell. But right now, Volgare looks like they're getting the hang of things. I mean, they're getting frags. Their individuals are on point. No one seems to be not doing, you know, too good on the fragging department. Everyone's coming alive. Now, Vicious, not even gonna save the AK-47. That was a bit risky from Fleeve, but I mean, he's feeling it. I'm pretty sure the entire squad of Volgare are feeling it. They're feeling that they can definitely win this matchup. And by winning this matchup, they would be winning the best of 3 and moving forward towards the semi-final. Not quite sure who are they gonna face next, but I'm guessing it's gonna be a pretty good opponent. Anyhow, 46 is the scoreline. Molotov being deployed. Spirit Academy flash! Through the flash, he's gonna be getting 2 headshots nonetheless. And how are you supposed to feel if you're Spirit Academy? You try to go aggressive, you try to go for the ballsy play, but you get completely wrecked. That is horrible. That's horrible. I mean, not only that, Spirit Academy, they're gonna be back on the eco. I mean, that's just the thing. They're just not gonna have enough money for a proper buy, so wow. I guess there's a reason why Flash's name is Flash. He's pretty good with those. Nickelback gets the lineup, but no frag. Anyhow, 4-7. Volgare coming alive. That's good to see. I mean, I didn't really have much hopes for the T side. I've got to admit, I didn't have much hopes after seeing them play on Inferno. I mean, their Inferno T side was lackluster. I mean, they try to go for individual picks, and that doesn't work out when your individuals are not fragging. But when the individuals are fragging, oh my, are we seeing a different Volgare here? A much different Volgare, a confident one at that, in which the Hungarian squad seems to be doing a very good job at just getting those frags, but they still have to be careful. They still have to be playing smart. Yes, I mean, even in a round like this, where I'm pretty sure they realize the fact that Spirit Academy don't really have the most amount of money, they have to be a bit more passive. In fact, Romy with the frag, Bass with the refrag. In fact, P250s, pistols and CS, they can do damage, boys. Gotta be careful. Fleeve doesn't really want to give away an AWP. And an AK-47 at that, so it's all up to Nickelback yet again. And Nickelback, he might just get one frag, which really isn't that bad. Now he's definitely spotted out Flash, but no, Nickelback. You should have gotten that kill, my dude. Anyhow, it was an eco. I mean, you can't really expect much from Spirit, but still. Ecos are over. This is the gun round, in which the gun round, again, we're seeing Luke with the up, and I mean, Luke has dropped off significantly. I mean, the way Luke performed on Inferno and on was, I mean, astonishing. I mean, he'd be getting kills pretty much every single time on that CD side, especially as the T side would be pushing towards the A bomb side. Now he's got some backup, but the backup is not going to do much as Luke himself gets taken down. Nade is going to finish. Okay, somehow still survives with 13 points of health, but not for long, because there comes in the frag. Romy with the free frag though, which is nice. And Romy, he might be of great importance here. Flash gonna be getting that frag. And now again, it just goes to show that the CT side is crumbling. They're crumbling without their upper. Luke, he has to step up. He has been, like I said, one of the more crucial factors why they were able to pick up a win on a map like Inferno. Him not to be getting, I mean, I don't think he even got okay, he definitely got at least 2 kills with the op previously, but now he just doesn't have enough money to buy that proper weapon. Romy just got wrecked. I mean, Romy just got wrecked. He looks away, then he turns back, and there is Barcode with the kill. I mean, Finvicious, do you want to try to go for this one? I mean, Volgare's going to be having 9 rounds on the T side. He doesn't have a defuse kit to actually even try to go for this one. Wait. Color? He should be getting that frag into Finvicious, I'm guessing, but wait. There's one thing I have to check. Oh, there's... This radio is actually playing. I knew it actually did play. Huh. That's neat. Yeah, Finvicious, he wasn't able to save the rifle, which is a bit dissatisfying, all things considering, but anyhow, this CT side, I think in general, is a bit dissatisfying, and of course, we're going to be switching to, you know, Spirit Academy is going to be going for the switch on the T side, and I mean, their T side has been lackluster at best. Color, my man, that is grotesque. He jumps in, the nade also pops right in front of him, but he still goes for the frag, and Nickelback gets annihilated. 4-9 being the scoreline. I'm pretty sure this is the end of the CT side of Spirit Academy. Again, a free bomb site. In fact, it is a free bomb site. There's no one here on the B bomb site. You have Luke with the scout, but now his teammate Boss is gonna get killed. He is gonna get killed, Luke himself, and all up to Romy yet again. I mean, this is just looking from bad to worse, I've got to admit. Okay, Romy might be able to save a AWP, which would be nice, but I don't think that's gonna be the case because Gabison with the kill. 4-10. I mean, maybe a double op setup could be the case for Spirit Academy. I mean, problem is they just don't have enough money to go for instance a double op setup, so yeah, they just barely had any sort of money. This is pretty much, I think, one of the only rounds in which you take a look at Spirit Academy and you can say, wow, they've got themselves a good buy. This is a very good buy, all things considering. Utility wise, weaponry, Luke with the op, finally getting a frag, and I think if you're Volgare, 10 rounds on the CT side, wow, that's gonna be one hell of a start. But now them having 10 rounds on the T side is definitely a pretty good accomplishment, all things considering, definitely. I mean, they had some momentum. Looks like they were definitely hyped after their matchup there on Mirage. Definitely very hyped, gotta admit. And now it just goes to show that the hype has transferred on the third map as well, Train. So definitely very nice to see for a team like Volgare stepping up. It's still interesting to see. You know, some people say that Volgare was the underdog, Spirit Academy was the underdog. beforehand, there was a previous matchup in which Volgare played against Spirit Academy, and Spirit Academy did win in a 2-1 fashion, but those were some very close games in the best of 3. So, Barcode and Gabeson, boss. Oh, the timing works out for him, in fact, but still, you've got Barcode in the 1 versus 3, in which he doesn't have the most amount of time. Definitely doesn't have to plant the bomb, but he just might have to plant it for the timer's sake. And anyhow, it's gonna be 10-5, one way or the other. Okay then, let's hop on in here. The second half. If you're a Volgare fan, I think you've got to be feeling pretty confident in their win at this point, because I've got to admit, I've seen the T side of Spirit Academy and it is dreadful. It is definitely not looking too good. Maybe the T side on train might work out for them, but I mean, previously they weren't definitely successful. They were not successful at doing a good job on the T side of train now. I think it is also worth mentioning that Volgare, if they win the pistol round, there's a possibility for them to make it 5-13, and at that point, I mean, I'm not expecting much from Spirit Academy. I've got to be honest. If they want to start out here strong, Spirit Academy, they have to start off by picking up this pistol round. There's no other way. There is no other way. Now they seem to be making their way towards the B-bomb side. Problem is, they're making so much noise, thus a rotation thus come in. Vicious though, he's gonna be getting that frag onto Barcode. Definitely not too shabby. And Volgare, they're in a man disadvantage. All things considering, this is not too bad for Spirit Academy to get the initial frag. This forces out a rotation from the CT side, but still, if they do wish so, and that is just the case, they're going to be making their way onto the A-bomb set. By the looks of it, Spirit Academy, great flash onto Gabeson, completely blinded, not getting to accomplish much. Bass with a frag, and Bass, he has been so good on these pistol rounds. I don't know what's his secret, but anyhow, looks like Spirit Academy has still got a fighting chance. They're going to be... Okay, Bass yet again with the frag. They're going to be making it 6-10. So is it over? No, it is not over. We're still very much in this one. The fighting chance here is still upon us for our friends at Spirit Academy. Double nade, not so successful though. But, I mean, wow, CZs across the board here for Volgare. Not even opting for 5-7s. They've still got to be careful about this one. Barcode does get one, but that's going to be all he gets in that scenario. Definitely not the best position to be in. You pretty much, that's a one and done spot. You get one frag and there's pretty much no possibility for you to get the hell out of there. Oh, it still spots out the player in Pop Dog though. Bass loses some of his HP. Bass actually going to get taken down in the end. Vicious though with the refrag. And there's still Flash. He's alive, which is a good thing for Volgare fans. But will he be able to accomplish much? Because Vicious is actually close towards Pop Dog and he doesn't see Flash as of yet, because Flash is waiting for his to drop to him. That's a bit dissatisfying for Flash in the end, but still 7-10. It was a force spy that kind of worked out, but still, in most cases, if you go for a force spy, you pretty much want to win the round. That's how the force spy goes. Otherwise, you're just wasting your money affording those pistols and Kevlar. Surely, if you can inflict some economical damage on the opposition, that's still a pretty good thing. But you've got to remember, the economical damage that you do inflict pretty much doesn't really matter if they're going to be picking up, for instance, the subsequential round without of their players dying, and this might not be the case, in fact. Spirit Academy, they lose 3 of their players. Oh, wow, this is not looking too good, but in the end, looking Finvicious pull through anyhow. Okay, it wasn't that bad. Okay, it wasn't that bad from Volgare. Gotta give props to them. They lose the pistols that they did have. Able to take down a couple of the players, 3 to be exact, from the Spirit Academy side. So right now, 8 to 10, pretty much of Spirit Academy were able to win this round. The thing is, Volgare would probably have to go for an equal, and then there's a possibility for them to even equalize the scoreline, tie things up, make it 10 to 10. So this round is, you know, I've got to admit, it is very, very important, all things considering. M4s across the board. Luke is back on that sniper rifle. I just hope that his sniper rifle on the T side of train that tad bit more effective than we saw on the CT side. Surely, at some points, he just tried to go, okay, then color. That was a bit unnecessary, I've got to admit. He actually pushed his way all the way through Ivy, but I mean, he got so much intel, but in the end, I mean, take a look at Nickelback. He's making his way through the B bomb site, but flashing Gabeson picking up kills. Look at Leaf. He tried to go for the flank, but he's not successful, but still somehow Gabeson pulling through. With the bomb, it's still on the B bomb site, but it has to get planted any moment now. Romy over Gabeson. Sorry, my dude, but there's nothing much you can do. Flash. 1 versus 2. Difficult scenario because there's Luke with the kill, and also he didn't have the fuse kit, so I mean, I'm not quite sure which was one of the players from Volgare that pushed up so aggressively. I mean, that is a ballsy player right there. Push up, get yourself a position like this. That's a good spot to be in. Push up like that. I mean, so it was still very early on in the round. So it was aggressive move, which didn't really pay out in the end. Anyhow, Leaf tries to go with some frags, does get 1, which isn't that bad. But in the end, I mean, again, can't not expect too much here from the Volgare side. I mean, again, some of the players went for, you know, a partial buy. The point of that partial buy is they can get themselves still some more money, because they're going to be reaching a maximum lose money bonus after they have lost 5 rounds in a row. So, nade. Oh, that's do 50 points of damage, in fact. But anyhow, one way or the I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident, Spirit Academy gonna equalize the scoreline, make it 10 to 10. And at that point, the advantage is pretty much lost. At that point, Volgare, they had a 5-0 advantage. Now it's pretty much gone at this point. It is 10 to 10. The good thing, though, the good thing for a team like Volgare is they've got themselves the maximum lose money bonus, which means that they can buy whatever they want. They can buy whatever they want, and they want to buy an op on Color. That makes sense. Color has been splendid with the sniper rifle on the T side. So I'm hoping it's gonna be the same thing on the CT side as well. The Molotovs not gonna be of great use as of yet. Still, this is very early on here in the round. Very early on. It's a bit sad that Volgare has pretty much already deployed most of their utility. Pop Dog, Ivy, lower B and upper B. They're out of utility in, you know, the 20 seconds or so. So Gabeson, he still got his smoke, but that's the only smoke on the seat. Okay, now it's gone. Now the only smoke is gone as well. Spirit Academy, though, they've got themselves some utility. I mean, they've got themselves some smoke, some Molotovs. They're going to be of great importance. But it doesn't look like they're going to be going for some sort of set strat. It looks like they're just going to try to pounce on the A bomb side, see how that turns out to be. I mean, it can work out. They've got a player in Pop Dog, players in Ivy. That's a great flash, but Nickelback shooting his teammate. Not the best thing to be doing. Fleeve though drops the bomb carrier. Luke though with the frag. Fleeve again with the frag. This is looking quite good here still for Spirit Academy, because now they're going to be getting that bomb. And with the bomb being planted, Flash and Fleeve, they have to go for this one. I mean, this is a very crucial round, all things considering. Luke though, they're a bit isolated, both these players. They're not in the best spots. Luke, scope in. As you expect, Fleeve. Fleeve goes for the wide peek, and in fact, Volgare, both the players, Flash and Fleeve, win the individual duels, and that is it. They win the individual duels, and they win their team the round. Great job there from the Hungarian squad. I mean, it pretty much does come down to it. They have to win the individual duels. One is one right here, the other one here, and it works out splendidly for Volgare. Spirit Academy, they still got some money left in their banks. I mean, they themselves have won 5 rounds in a row, but still, again, another round of great importance. I mean, both these teams can get economically reset. That is actually a thing that could plague the Volgare side, because they got even less money than in comparison to Spirit Academy, so they have to be careful. Romy starts off things pretty well here, but he is low on HP, 12 points of health. The UMP very close on getting that frag. In the end, it's going to be Color with that frag. Then Vicious, though, he's close. But still, bomb is going to get planted. Volgare, they're not in a good spot, I've got to admit. Color, though, he needs to come up huge for his team. The op that he has been wielding has been of great success, but right now, the team needs him. UMP and M4, they can do something about it, but they have to hurry up with the frags. And actually, Bass almost getting taken down. And now it's about over, because Gabeson, 19 ports of health, not gonna do much. 11-11. I'm telling you guys, this game is way more close. I'm not quite sure if you saw, you know, the previous games, you know, the Inferno matchup, the Mirage matchup. Right now, we're seeing a different Volgare. Spirit Academy, I guess I could also give them kind of props on their T side. They, you know, doing some good stuff, but I mean, it pretty much comes down to the fragging department, and you know, in the fragging department, they're doing a solid job, I've got to admit. Now, Volgare, they don't have money. They have to go for an eco, maybe even a double eco, in fact. So right now, they're just getting mopped up here towards the A bomb side, and yeah, they don't really have enough money for a buy onto this round. So I'm guessing, if you're the in-game leader of Volgare, or the team captain, the obvious decision is just to save. I mean, save your weapons, save your money for one more round, and then see how it goes, see what they can accomplish, because right now, Spirit Academy in the lead, and they're gonna be in the lead. Oh, trust me. If they somehow pull out this round out of their hat, you know, Volgare still might do something about it. Gave us something with the frag. That is nice to see, but I'm sorry, Spirit Academy are here to wreck your dreams, Volgare. Flash does reply. Nickelback has got a very nice angle onto Gabeson. Flash, though, he himself is in a very nice, peculiar position. Does take that one. Spirit Academy should probably back away. I mean, they know where the last guy is. There doesn't really make much sense to even try to push him. Sees at 75, surely. And no armor. That should be an easy frag, but I mean, come on, Flash. What on earth was that? Frag onto Romy. That was insane. How does he get that frag? I mean, like I said, sees at 75. But still, it can do damage. Luke, he's gonna get that bomb down, no problem whatsoever. But when the bomb is gonna get planted, it's not gonna be the easiest of holds for Luke still. Peter 50 in hand, he knows, I'm pretty sure he does know that Flash doesn't really have any sort of armor, but he does have an AK-47. No, the timing is gonna work out in favor of Flash. And he's actually gonna be winning that round as well. 12-12 is gonna be the scoreline. And in fact, I jinxed it. Looks like Spirit Academy end up losing that one. That is a heartbreaking loss, I've got to admit. Especially for a team like, that's a nice sheriff's hat. For a team like, you know, Spirit Academy. That should have been their round. That should have been. their round. Okay, Luke, you've got to be careful about that Molotov, though. That was a very cheeky Molotov deployed there, and Volgare actually a double up setup now coming up from the CT side. That is actually interesting because, you know, they saved up enough money. I mean, they literally went around without investing, okay, investing maybe 2 or 3 grand, you know, and I mean, the amount of money they got back from that means they can afford the double up setup. But as of right now, Luke, he goes for the ballsy play, works out, gets the frag, but will that frag be enough for Team Spirit Academy? That is the question, ladies and gentlemen. Now looks like Spirit are going to come back to what has worked previously for them. I mean, them pushing on the A side has been sort of some pretty successful stuff, you know. They have been pretty good at doing so, but this time around, you've got to be careful because 5 against 3, Volgare, they don't have the upper hand, but still, the positionings of the CTs are pretty damn good, especially Barcode. 1 frag in the second one. Drops the bomb carrier as well. Davison with the frag himself. And now we're down to the 2 versus 2 Romy. He definitely heard that sniper rifle, but no! He's not gonna be getting that frag, and I'm sorry, Nickelback. But this is not looking good for you, buddy. 12-3. And now we're back on an even playing field where both of the teams have to go for, you know, pretty hefty investment. And if Volgare able to win this one, I'm sorry, Spirit Academy, but that might as well be the end of you. That might as well be the end of you this round and maybe even this game, because this is going to be a round of great importance. Fleavros in a position where he gets flashed, but pretty much all he's got to do is just spot out whatever he can. Davison though does take down Luke. The Opera is down, and Color with the smoke frag. This is insanity here for Spirit Academy. Not only are they getting out aimed, right now the CT side is just getting ridiculous frags as well. That and them being in a disadvantageous position puts your team and puts you in a horrible mental state of mind. Romy still able to do something about it, but the Galil not going to be able to do any more damage as he gets taken out. And then Vicious and Boss, a lot of this is riding on these 2 players, and these 2 players alone. Oh, Barcode sports off and Vicious, and he runs out of bullets. He runs out of bullets in the end, Barcode. That is a bit dissatisfying, but now they know where the bomb is. And actually, Flash gonna be getting the frag onto Bass. Now, Vicious, he's still alive and kicking, but with 7 points of health, we can't expect much from him. Let's take a look at the economy game of the T side, and it is not looking strong. It is looking weak, in fact, because you take throughout. A couple of the players have got 2 grand, but the rest don't really have enough of money, so they have to go for a partial buy. Partial buy is the case, and they're gonna try something. Yeah, I know what they're gonna try. They're gonna try something they did on the T side of Inferno when I think it was 14-7. They bought themselves pistols, they bought themselves Kevlars. I'm pretty sure now they're just gonna be deploying those smokes onto the A bomb site and then rush. It might work out as it did on Inferno, and it definitely can work out here on Train, but beforehand they need to get frags. And how do you get frags? You gotta get up close and personal with those pistols. And actually Luke gets 1 Bass though. He's towards the bomb site, but he doesn't see anyone as of yet. Color though, he's quick, but you have been juked. You have been juked. Spirit Academy have planted the bomb on the B bomb side, Volgare. So you have to hurry up now with the retake, but it's not going to be too difficult. Vicious Tech 9 up close. He's not going to do much about it. That was an interesting crossfire from Vicious and Nickelback, but in the end it just doesn't work out. 15-12. And well, saving grace for Spirit Academy, at least they put down the bomb. With the bomb being planted, they're gonna be having themselves that tad bit more extra money, which is always nice. Yeah, this is a do or die situation here for Spirit Academy. Obviously, 3 rounds in a row, they can get themselves to overtime, which is always nice. But I mean, Volgare, double up setup, color towards. Is watching Pop Dog. His teammate Gabeson also close by, so they have to be careful. What are you doing, Nickelback? Throwing that Molotov on the blue train? Exposed, my friend. Has been exposed, and Gabeson now he's fragging. Getting 2 frags. Flash is still inside itself. I'm sorry, Bass, but this is not looking good for you. 1 versus 3. Loses the positioning of 1, but that is gonna be the end, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end. The journey. Whoa, spin around like crazy. That is the end for today's best of 3 game. This was the quarterfinal. What an exciting matchup indeed. Spirit Academy at one point coming out on top. Volgare replying on Mirage, and a very, very close game in the end on this 3rd map train. So that was it for today. But before I do go, there's something I have to show you, and that is obviously one of our sponsors. And of course, our sponsors would be CSEsport.com, a betting website in which I think you can only not bet on CSGO. On other games as well, but speaking about CSGO, you can bet your skins there. It's like a good old classic CSGO lounge. So that's one of the sponsors of Binary Dragons, so definitely check them out. You also got CS Money, and you might be thinking, well, what is CS Money all about? Well, that is very, very simple, because you hop on a website like CS Money. What you've got here is a skin trading website. It's a very nice website. If you are willing on trading skins, it's got some very nice things like low commissions, of course, online support if you do somehow end up scammed, which is a very, very unlikely. And of course, all you gotta do is pop in your trade URL. Your inventory should load up, and then you're able to get some sweet skins, trade some sweet skins if you got the right amount yourself. So definitely worth checking out. And of course, how can I not mention also one of the important sponsors, Vreecase themselves, because they are the ones making this tournament, the $2,000 prize pool tournament in which the teams are competing right now. So if we do take a look at Vreecase right here, it is a case opening website in which you can open up cases. It's exciting, isn't it? And of course, you can definitely open up some cases, put in your CSGO skins to get yourself some coins. I don't have any coins myself, but I should be getting some coins anytime soon and showing you guys how on earth this whole system works out. And of course, you've got your daily giveaways in which you can also participate and win yourself some skins. Definitely worth checking those out. And of course, tune in to our next game for the Vreecase Cup, the $2,000 prize pool cup. It's going to be happening for the past couple days or so. Definitely worth checking out. I've been Sir Danny. I've been casting at least this best of 3. I might return, but before I do return, I have to say my goodbyes, and of course, see you all in the next quarterfinal matchup. And before I do go, I'm going to be playing some commercial breaks, and see you all next time.
CS.money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.money, the best service for trading your skins.
apology that is long overdue. But I question what forever is, and I know you do too. When the answer's right in front of me, believe it's all I wanna do. Trust you not to break. Trust you learns to wait. I know you not. Trust you not to break. Trust you learns to wait. Wanna hold you not. Trust you not to break. Trust you learns to wait. Believe it's all I wanna do. Believe it's all I wanna do.